facts that sound so fake that they should not be facts, but they are facts. Do I do a very bad job of describing these videos when they start? I've been thinking that I'm having more voice pain after like 3 or 4 days in a row of shooting videos, and it's kind of stressing me out, guys. I was sick basically all last month, and the last couple days I just can't get my throat to stop hurting. I don't know what the hell the issue is, but I've been sucking down water like a goddamn elephant. Anywho's, and a fact that I know that sounds fake but isn't fake is roosters can't hear themselves crow. That's a pretty interesting one. I've been sitting around thinking about facts for a long time for this video. That's the only one I can come up with. When roosters open their mouths to cackle-doodle-doo, you know how they cackle-doodle-doo really loudly? Their ears actually close and they can't hear themselves do it. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see what else the internet got, guys.
r/ask Reddit. What is a fact that you think sounds completely false and that makes you angry that it's true? The platypus sweats milk, as it lacks nipples. I was talking to my mum about bees one day and telling her where queen bees come from. Basically they start out as a normal bee larvae, but the worker bees feed it special royal jelly that makes it grow into a queen bee. And as the words came out of my mouth I realized how fake it sounded. My mum didn't believe me and I had to Google it later to prove it to her.
At least she's smart enough to trust Google, huh?
Pronunciations of Kansas and Arkansas are not at all similar.
Not even close.
America, I am confused.
Understanding.
Until as early as the 1980s, newborns were not given pain medicine during surgery, only muscle relaxant, as it was falsely accepted they could not feel pain.
Wow.
Imagine going through the pain of a surgery but unable to move due to a muscle relaxant.
Wow.
I cut the tip of my middle finger almost off when I was 4 and they gave me nothing for pain. No meds at all, but strapped me down whilst they stitched it back up.
What the
Trust me,
fuck?
it was traumatic. I've never screamed more in my life, and the scariest part was the adults just not caring or even
like
acknowledging this
chilling.
Traumatized child in pain and scared. I was begging them to stop screaming until I lost my voice. They just talked to each other and ignored me. Horrific memory.
Wow, that's fucked up. At the same time, they used to not believe that black women experience pain. And even in the medical community, there's a lot of talk, like a lot of discourse in current time, where even still it's hard when you have like a lot of doctors are older, you know, that they just have this misconception that when black women complain about pain, that they don't take it as serious. But I didn't know they believed the same thing with young children. So it makes a lot more sense to me now where they would get that random, you know, most racism just doesn't really make sense, you know, in a general sense. But that kind of makes more sense when they didn't even believe that babies felt pain. So, yeah.
Pretty much anything to do with naked mole rats. They are neither related to moles nor rats. They can use their teeth like chopsticks. They have the social hierarchy of bees. And oh yeah, they are cold-blooded. They're also almost entirely resistant to cancer.
What?
Scientists tried to force a bunch of them to develop cancer and only like 2 actually ended up with cancer. Walmart is world's largest retailer of diamonds.
Swag.
From 1719 to 1721, prisoners in Paris were given their freedom if they agreed to marry a prostitute and move to Louisiana. Explains a lot about Louisiana.
That's a good one. That's a fucking
The
good
millionaire
one.
heir to the fortune of the American chemical company DuPont, Robert H. Richards, has avoided prison after raping his 3-year-old
Oh
daughter because
my
a judge
God.
considered he wouldn't fare well in prison.
Oh my God. That should not be a thing at all. Oh lordy.
All crisps, chips for any Americans in the UK go out of date on a Saturday. It annoys me because a smug friend pointed it out and I have been unsuccessful in proving him wrong. I had to Google this and found this from Walkers. In the manufacturing sites we work on production weeks which start on a Sunday. All products produced in that week will have the same best before date. As the week ends on the Saturday, the best before date will always end on a Saturday.
Okay.
The fact you can sneeze and or cough so hard you can break a rib. Like why? Suicide Squad has won more Oscars than The Shawshank Redemption.
Aww.
There are more privately owned
That's sad.
tigers in Texas than there are wild tigers on the rest of the planet combined.
Privately owned tigers? You put P and they just give you privately owned, what? Wow. A lot of people are Googling this, bro. That's fucking crazy.
The government pays Microsoft to keep Windows XP running cause the government
Yes.
uses Windows XP a
That's
lot.
true as fuck. They have old ass technology there, boy. It's easy to be a computer tech in there, man.
That the capybara is so useless that its main defense is to stand still and wait to be eaten. It's basically a vegetable made from meat. That crocodiles can climb trees.
Oh, I didn't need to know that.
Bananas are
I'ma
berries,
forget
but
that.
strawberries are not berries. Raspberries, blackberries, and boysenberries are also not
Wait,
berries.
a raspberry's not a berry? It's a fruit, I'm assuming? What the fuck?
If you mix water and sawdust and freeze it, the resulting ice melts extremely slowly, like weeks at room temperature slowly, slightly nuttier. They wanted to build a giant aircraft carrier in World War II out of this stuff and park it in the Atlantic. Would supposedly be very torpedo weapon resistant, as they could just refreeze chunks that were blown out. Coolth is an
That
actual
sounds
word and it's the
smart but dumb at the same time.
opposite of warmth. I love using it, but my girlfriend ducking hates it. Blind people don't see black. They just don't. They don't see. The only way to understand is to be blind, and that infuriates me. Yeah, this one bothers me too. I'd love to have someone who could see and then lost their sight completely. Try to explain the difference between seeing black when you close your eyes and just literally not seeing. I can't even fathom
Okay,
it. I've heard it explained
that's
this way.
hurting my brain.
Close your left eye,
Okay.
but keep your right eye open. What do you see out of your left eye?
Oh, that's fucking freaky. It's not like black. It is like the absence of stuff, kinda. But still kind of black, almost, though. Try it with me. You know you want to. You're just holding your phone with one hand and pooping with the other. Whatever you do with your other hand when you're holding your phone with one hand. Huh. Why would you need to not use both hands to hold your phone to close one eye? I couldn't fucking tell you. Maybe because you have to lift your glasses like me? I have no idea. Shut the fuck
Funding
up.
for a public school is cut if standardized test scores are
That
too
is
low.
true.
Another interesting fact is that there is almost no correlation between school spending and test results. In fact, many schools have performed worse as they have received more money in the last few decades. A large part of this is that a tiny fraction of the money ever gets to the classroom and most is lost paying for the bureaucracy. Cannoli is already in plural form. The singular form is cannolo. A spaghetto is one noodle of spaghetti.
Spaghetto? That's not true. Is that true? Spaghetto is a single noodle? That's adorable.
A flock of crows is called a murder, but a flock of ravens is called an unkindness or a conspiracy. Who even comes up with this shit? Private prisons make money by meeting quotas to keep prisons
That is
full.
very true, bro.
They technically fail are not successful if they cannot keep their
Yeah,
cells
man.
full.
People think that shit is not true, bro. I be trying to tell people, man, you gotta be watching that type of shit, bro. They don't just be putting people in prison for bullshit for no reason, dude.
McDonald's is the largest toy distributor in the world. Lego is the world's largest producer of toys. IKEA's magazine is the most published book in the world each year. This used to be a distinction held by the Bible, but the magazine now doubles its numbers.
Wow.
That unlockable means both able to be unlocked and unable to be locked. My 11-year-old pointed this out, and I had nothing for her other than a blank stare and then thinking, well, it's good job. The top 15 cargo ships in the world produce more sulfur and other greenhouse gases than all the world's cars put together.
What? Then why are we using them shit still? Why do we still need cargo ships? I'm landlocked. I don't understand the point of that. Just put it on a truck. Put it on a screw truck
There
and
is
send
only
it
one
out.
country between Norway and North Korea. Reno, Nevada is further west than Los Angeles, California.
Yep.
Jacksonville, Florida, on the east coast of North America, is west of all of South America.
Okay, wait. The last one confused me. I already knew the top one. I'm in Nevada. We talk about this shit all the time. It also takes longer for us to get to Reno, the state capital, than it does to Los Angeles. So let's find a fucking trip. Jacksonville, Florida, on the east coast of North America is the west of... Oh, okay. Got it.
Taco Bell was
wasn't that
voted
hard.
the best Mexican restaurant in the country. I
that
understand
should be-
why it happened, but it's just wrong.
That should be wrong. That should just
There's a
be
huge patch of garbage 3 times the size of France floating around the Pacific Ocean. Yep, and according to a 2015 study in the journal Science, the top 6 countries responsible for dumping ocean garbage are China, Indonesia, the Philippines, Vietnam, Sri Lanka
Sri
and
Lanka?
Thailand.
What are they doing?
Chemically, rhinoceros horn is identical to human fingernails. So biting your nails gives you as much health benefit as powdered rhinoceros horn would.
Huh.
The entire world
Oh
population
yeah, so people sell that shit, right? Powdered rhinoceros horn, don't they sell that
could
shit?
fit in Texas if people lived as densely as Manhattan. 1000 SQFT person. Edit. It's frustrating that so many problems of global resource disparity could, probably, be solved by bringing people closer together. Same idea for supporting people in countries with challenging living circumstances, whether environment, poverty, violence, or other. I mean, Texas is hot, but it's not that bad. Dolphins are
Move them
evil.
all to Texas.
They reproduce mostly by rape. Males will gang rape female dolphins and animals of other species, including humans. They will drown baby dolphins so the mother is ready to mate again soon.
What's that thing called, black water or some shit?
They will bite the heads off of fish and masturbate into the dead bodies.
It happens.
They do save people in rare cases, but based on how they treat other species, they are more likely to rape you as you drown.
And nobody would ever fucking know, by the way. They would find your dead body and be like, look, he was fucked up in the ocean. Just from some regular shit.
The otters rape baby seals.
Oh.
They also will kill the seals and continue having sex with it for up to a week. Oh, welcome.
Come on, man.
We have these amazing medicines called vaccines to help prevent deadly and debilitating illnesses, but a not insignificant number of people decide they'd rather throw hands with deadly microbes and force their kids to gamble with death. Someone lost their stomach after swallowing liquid nitrogen. Humans don't combine spatial awareness and language until age 6. This is more mature adult thinking. Can't say the picture frame is to the left of the blue wall. This explains so goddamn much about my friend's son. Look left, turns right.
So Skitten is really just a baby because she can't tell her left from her right.
All the planets in our solar system can fit in between the Earth and the Moon back to back. What the duck? There are more slaves in the world right now than there were at the peak of the Atlantic slave trade.
Serious? Seriously?
There were still mammoths roaming the earth as the pyramids were being built. Edit. For everyone asking, it makes me angry cause I feel like everything I knew was a lie.
Why?
That the phrase I never said she stole my money can have 7 different meanings depending on which word you stress.
Oh,
Actually
that's a good
making
one.
me angry about it, but it makes me feel weird. Cheetahs can't roar. They can only meow like normal house cats are. The fact that in an electric circuit, even though the electric current is electrons moving from negative pole to positive pole, the definition of a current flow is that it moves from positive to negative, and similar misses in definitions in physics science that was just decided to stay because changing definitions would be confusing at first. Installing traffic light costs cities $250,000, $500,000 at an intersection. Flammable and inflammable mean the same thing. Zombie deer disease is spreading. Mistletoe is a parasite. English bulldogs can't give birth naturally. Humanity has ruined them and it's time to let them die.
Aww, they really can't?
They can't mate naturally either. The males are literally physically incapable of mounting the females, so they either have to be helped to do so, or the females are artificially inseminated.
Oh, that's so sad they can't fuck, man. That's such, that's such a sad thing. Everybody should be able to get it in, bro. Damn, I wanted an English bulldog too, but now I know he wouldn't be able to be fucking. That's just sad. What's he supposed to do? What the fuck is he supposed to do, bro? Bro. Alright, man, I'll holler at you guys, bro.
Crocs.
That's
Crocs.
crazy.
Crocs. 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 I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. My pops is old. My crocs got soul. My crocs are bold. I go to church wearing crocs. I'm always turned wearing crocs. My crocs are great. Your crocs are lame. With my crocs, I can cross a lake. Crocs, 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 crocs.